Hi guys, welcome to Colouring Book Club. Thank you for being here today. Okay, I played with the sound a bit, maybe I shouldn't have. Thank you for being here. I hope you all had a good week. I certainly did, especially Sunday night. I'm on shift. Have a great stream, guys. Hope you're home and feeling well. Pam, Heather, love the flower page you posted. We'll try to be here next Monday. Fibs enable Heather in my place. Ha ha ha, Lisa. Good one. Yeah, that won't be happening. I think I've spent enough. Okay, today we're doing Crystal Vogel's. It's called The World of Elves. Anyway, so none of it's in English, so can't understand a word of it, unfortunately. But there is a story through the book. Lovely pages. It's Christmassy. Thought I'd get in early. Not that I'm doing Christmas, but I haven't started on this book yet, so today's the day. Okay, I have 5 pencils here, and I have Beige Sienna 1080, which is that one. Yep, Beige Sienna 1080, Peach Beige 1085, 10% French Grey 1068, 70% French Grey 1074, and Seashell Pink 1093. Okay, so I've just started off playing around with the walls, and I need a drink of coffee. Alright, I'll start off with 10% French Grey. All Prismas. My good old neglected Prismas. Thought I'd get them out to play. Yes, Pam, I hope you're okay. Good morning to you, B. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. I hope you can hear me okay. I played around with the sound a little bit, so I don't know whether I should have or not. Good morning to you, Lisa. Did you finish the bride one? I missed it if you did. Yes, I did. And I put it away. I can go and get it. I'll quickly go and get it. Okay, I'll look. Alright, hang on. I'll go and get it. I thought it would be a bit easier to find that far back. There it is. Hang on, I'll zoom out a bit. There we go. She's all done. The dress looks nice. So, yeah, all done. I found it on Instagram. Looks great. Thank you, Pete. Thank you, Lisa. Excuse me. Yes, that's what you get when you smoke. So, like I said, I hope you had all had a good week. Thank you very much, guys. So I went to ACDC Sunday night. It was freaking awesome. That was awesome. Yeah. I got photos there on Instagram, but my main photos, there's 38 photos, and they're all on my Facebook page. If you really want to have a look, I can grab them. I don't keep them on my phone. I get rid of everything out of my phone. Don't need them in several places. I know we're supposed to be colouring, but Pam's in hospital again. Oh no. Can I see the book cover, Heather? For this one, it is Crystal Vogel. And none of it is in English. But it is the world of elves. Look like so much fun, Heather. Oh no, sorry to hear that, Pete. Yeah, damn. She's not doing so good either. I know it's supposed to be colouring, but oh man, this is just something, you know, you're not going to see it again. Brian Johnson is 78 years old and Angus Young is 70. Here we go. This was brilliant. Okay. So, at the start, and look how close we were. We were right down near the front. There's the band right there. We could see them. It was awesome. And they had like this animated start to it, and it was like a V8 car or something, and it was driving down the road, and it was getting closer and closer to the MCG and all this. And the vibration just went through the whole place, all through the floor, went right through your body. It just felt amazing. It was fantastic. There we go. And they got the bell up the top there. There's Angus on the guitar. Tell you what, he's still got it. Oh my God, he's amazing. He slowed down a bit, but he was still doing his thing across the stage, and he did end up lying down on the floor like he does used to do. But he has slowed down somewhat, yeah. And Brian Johnson, well, he did well. There he is there. There's Brian Johnson there. So just a quick flip through. 28 tons of speakers, I think it was, and 4 kilometres of cables and 64 semi-trailers to load it all up. And they had the centre stage going out, and there's Angus there, Brian Johnson. There's the bell. Oh, mate, yeah, it was fantastic. There's a better photo of Brian Johnson there. So we got down the front. We were pretty close. It was fantastic. It was a great night. Nice and loud, the bells, and then I'll get through quickly as I can. That was a good photo. There's Angus and Brian. Yep, Angus and Brian Johnson there. So he's 70 now, but oh my God, he can play that guitar. Yep, fantastic. Still rocking it. That was a whole lot of Rosie. And then the centre stage, when he went out, it raised up. And yeah, I grabbed some of these so I can put them in my junk journal, and I've got them there. They're all tickets with like AC/DC and that on them, and that was awesome. And then I want to get through. There's the cannons. They had 6 of them. Yep, they were loud when they went off. And there's the cannons there, and you can see them there. There was 6 of them. So yeah, we were down the front. Never going to see anything like that again. I reckon that must be their last tour for sure. You know, their age and everything. But they've started the tour off in Melbourne Wednesday night. So we were the second concert. And it was worth every cent. It was absolutely brilliant. And to get down near the front like that, oh, mate, what can I say? Yep. So that's so good. So I'm still buzzing a bit. And then we had to get back to Crown with my car, and we ended up walking from the MCG to Flinders Street. Oh, my feet, they are so sore. Then I said to my girlfriend Audrey, oh, that'll be my last concert, I think. I can't do it. We got to Flinders Street, caught the tram for a few stops, then got off, walked over the Flinders Street Bridge, and then we were back at the casino. But let me tell you, I was walking along. Yeah, I was pretty darn sore. Felt like I had blisters on the soles of my feet 2 inches high, but there's no visible blisters, but oh geez, they're sore. Anyway, this is a lovely sized book, and it's a very nice book. Yeah, one girlfriend posted last night, you lucky cow, and it's like, yeah, especially to be down the front like that. And then when we were walking back to Flinders Street, it was just a sea of people with all these red glowing horns. It looked hilarious. Oh, you could tell where everyone had been. My girlfriend got me a t-shirt. I've got a power up to a t-shirt. But I didn't end up wearing it. It was too constricting. It's just like, no, I can't do it. I knew it would be hot down, even though we did have a few showers. I came home dry. The weather wasn't too bad. The worst probably down bit of rain was when we were walking up the ramp after we got off the train to the MCG. Got a bit wet there, and it's like, oh God. But the concert itself, even though it rained with all those people and everything, it was good. It was all right. I didn't care. I come home dry, and I had spare clothes in the car just in case I changed before I come home. And we're talking about public transport to go in there. And it's like, by the time we walk and do the concert and walk back home from public transport, I don't know about that. And it'll be late. So I ended up driving in, and we got in there in no time. It was a great run across the Westgate Bridge, surprisingly. But the start, the vibrations that went, oh my God, it just went straight through you. It was just, it was amazing. So what's everyone else been up to for the week? And how Lisa at the start enabled me. How cheeky. It's not going to happen. I've spent enough. I don't know what happened. We got into Crown and I got to the toll, the arm, and I put my debit card in, and it's like, take your card and your ticket, and it's like, what ticket? And I'm looking, and anyway, I grabbed my card out, and I looked, and the arm had gone up, and of course you get cars coming in behind, they get impatient, start beeping and stuff. So it's like, well, it accepted it and everything, so I went through. I went on the ground floor, and Audrey's like, I don't think we're going to park here. Anyway, I drove around, and this guy was in the car. It's like, is he leaving? So I waited a minute, and yep, he left. And it's like, brilliant. How good is that? Thank you, angels. Good car park on the ground floor. Didn't have to go up levels or anything. And then it's like, well, I don't have a ticket, so I was a bit stressed about that. And lost ticket, $50. And it's like, I'll be paying $50 for parking. And it's like, oh, well, it is what it is. So I wanted to enjoy myself, not be stressing about that. And tried to find a bit of help, went to the pay station inside and couldn't see anywhere we could get help or anything like that, and asked one guy that come out of the door, and he wasn't really that much help. And he just said, put your card in or something. I don't know. Anyway, I can't remember what he said, but so we went about our business and everything, went upstairs, and she's trying to get her bearings, because I have no idea. I've never been to Crown before, not inside. And get her bearings, and I said, I feel like sushi. So she knew that there was a sushi next to an Italian restaurant, but had to get her bearings. Anyway, we found a bit of walking around. It's like, oh God, we buggered already. And anyway, we found it, and we had sushi and everything. So I got the sushi and went to pay for it with my card, and it declined my card. So what the hell? Why is it declining my card? Tried again, declined again. Tried my debit card, declined that one. What the hell? And it's so embarrassing. It's like, well, I have ample funds. What the hell's going on? So it's like lucky I've got bloody cash with me, so I paid cash. So I didn't want to stress about that. I wanted to enjoy the night, but of course it was on my mind a bit. And we had our sushi and we headed out and jumped on the tram and made our way there and everything. Got off, got on another tram, got up to the MCG, that was all good. And it was only 6:30, so we were doing well. And I knew if we didn't, like get there and sort of get down, eventually it'll be really hard. What you doing, Wes? Is there a bird out there? So we wandered around a bit, and she wanted a coffee and a donut, so we found where that was. So well, let's see if my card works now. Went to get a coffee, declined. What the hell? And I could hear on the speaker, although it didn't register too much, MCG is cashless. Anyway, I went to get my coffee, it declined, so I went to give him $10 cash. He said, we're cashless. And it's like, oh, great. So I have a credit card, so I used that, and that was okay. So what the hell? Anyway, so we wandered around a little bit more. I said, come on, let's go. I was like, well, we've got that Amy and the Sniffers or whatever. Not that I wanted to listen to that very much, but anyway, eventually I went down. I said, come on, we paid for it. So we went, otherwise it's going to be really hard. And we went down onto the flat, and then she said, I want a poncho. Do you want? And I was like, no, I'm not worried about it. So I waited for her, and she went, and she was, it's like, it's going to take her forever to get one. And then, meanwhile, all these people are coming. It's like, Jesus, we're never going to, get down. Of course I want to be at the front. It's going to be so hard to get down in there. Anyway, so more and more people. Anyway, she got her poncho, and I went down. I went to the side a little bit. I said, come on. And then I said, no, come in. And we went down the side a bit more and wormed our way in and got in there a bit. And yeah, by the time things started kicking off, and they said, we had a good spot. So we managed, because I know what I'm like at concerts, so I managed to worm my way, get in there. Nothing here. Organising engagement party for son and birthdays for son and daughter and crocheting. Oh, that'll keep you busy enough. Oops. So when I got, anyway, yeah, and I also didn't have the card from the car park. So when I got back, I put my card in at the station, and it gave me a ticket. And I looked at it, and it was $25. So, okay. And it did say lost ticket, $50. $25, okay. So, got back to the car, went to the post, went to the arm boom to get out, put my ticket in, turn it over, turn it over, turn it over. It's like, well, I've tried all 4 different ways. What's going on? So I rang for help, and I could hardly hear her. And I told her what was going on. Anyway, I said, well, I could hardly hear her. And I said, what do you want me to do? So I put my card in, and it approved it for $25. So I tried to get sushi, it declined my cards, both of them. I went to get a coffee, it declined my cards. I paid the toll to get out, and it approved my card to get in for parking, and it approved my card to get out of parking. Go bigger. What the hell is going on? So anyway, I come home, and yesterday I rang up Crown and told them what happened, and I don't know what happened. I don't remember grabbing it, but I did have a ticket there for $15. which we knew because my girlfriend's friend went Wednesday night, and that's what she did, and it cost her $15. That's why we went there. So I don't remember getting that out of the machine. I must have done it that quick. I didn't even register it. I have no idea, but I had a $15 ticket there. Anyway, so I rang them up and I said, I've got both tickets here and I've been charged twice. And I told them explain what happened. I said, I honestly don't remember grabbing it. And of course, my mind was probably ahead of the concert and all over the shop. So who knows? Anyway, so they did. They refunded me the $25. Yes! Shit hot. So refunded me the $25. Then I rang Westpac and said, look, you know, it declined my cards. What's going on? I said, I know that you're abolishing the handy card and just having a debit card, but it declined them both. And she said, well, we've got one here that declined, wrong PIN number. And I was like, yeah, nah, I know my PIN number. It's second nature. That's not right. And she said, we have had a few incidences. And it's like, I said, well, maybe it's the transition from abolishing the handy card and going to the debit cards. And she said, yeah, that's a possibility. And it's like, well, do you know how, I didn't say that to her actually, but do you know how embarrassing that is when you've got the funds there and your card declines and you feel like you're trying to do something and you haven't got the money? Like, it's just embarrassing. Anyway, so she said, maybe it's damaged. And I said, it's in perfect condition. Like, I look after my stuff. Anyway, she said, well, we can issue you another debit card just in case. And I said, yeah, all right, just to be safe. Because I don't, want to go shopping. And once again, my card's declined. She said, but your handy card is now obsolete. And it's like, well, you were going to send an email and let us know when that was actually happening. Thank you very much, Westpac. So in the end, yeah, getting a new debit card, although the other one's in perfect condition because I hardly use it. Crown refund $25. That was in my bank like that. They straight away. He did it straight away. Amazing. Probably within 10 minutes it was in there. It'll clear in 3 to 5 days, but he had it back in there in probably within 10 minutes. So all sorted. I can relax. Get back to normal. I hate it when something like that happens. I'm going to the concert to have a great time, and I'm trying not to stress about why my cards have declined and all this sort of stuff. It takes, because once I have something like that, I need to deal with it. So on the way home, I dropped Audrey off at home and thought I really need a drink. I need a coffee, cappuccino. So I went to McDonald's at Laverton at the roundabout. There's a few cars there, and I thought maybe I'll go to the loo, before I drive home. Of course, that time of night, security, you can't get in. Thought, well, just as well I'm not busting, or I don't really need to go. And then there was a few cars at the drive-through, so waiting, and waiting some more. But this is ridiculous. I've just about had enough. It's going to take me forever to get through. And I thought, no, I could be 20 minutes up the bloody road by now. And on my way home. So I just pulled out, went out and put stuff in. So when I got to Geelong, I thought, no, I'm so dry, my lips are so dry. I stopped in at McDonald's at Geelong and got myself a cappuccino, and it's like, oh, yeah. I'm not a coffee addict, like, I need a coffee, but I just needed a drink. So, got my coffee, yeah. Ended up getting home close to 2 o'clock in the morning, thanks to McDonald's at Laverton and everything. Idiots. Hopeless. Wasn't the greatest coffee in Geelong. the one at Leopold, they make good coffee at the cafe. They make really good cappuccinos. But it wet the whistle, it did the job, it was good. I thought, now I'm going to finish it. And I did, I finished it by the time I got home. I was surprised, I was guzzling. Chat problem with YouTube. Oh, what's going on, darling? Have you refreshed? Try refreshing. If that doesn't work, you can log out, log back in again. Try that. Now the cat wants to go out. I know I'm just doing walls at the moment, but I'm too busy chatting about my little adventure. I better let Wes out. Oh, God, my shin, my calves, they're all stiff. It's supposed to be 23 in Melbourne today, and at the moment I've got the heater on. Crazy weather. There's bloody summer in a couple of weeks. Problem with YouTube, mine seems to be okay. I've got to do it. I was going to. I'll be back in a second. So while I'm at it, I might as well put that away. Back in a minute. So my order arrived last week, whenever it was, and I saw this book and I thought, what have we here? Oh, so I looked and I thought, oh, this looks good. So they were $24.95 each, and I thought, they look so cool. And of course, I'm not rich, but I got to get two. I have to get two. And then I ended up going in and ordering another one. So I've got another one on the way. Had to get this book. Oops. There we go. I'll zoom out. Not everyone's cup of tea, I know, but I have that much fantasy and horror, and Halloween, I suppose. I'm not into Halloween, but, you know, all that kind of stuff. This book, oh my God, I am so in love with it. And that's why I've got three. And I did a flip through of it and I watched it back. And I'm sorry, guys, I did not realise. And I don't know why. And that's why I fiddled with the sound. The sound was terrible. And it's like, what the hell is going on with my sound? So whether an update with OBS or an update on the computer or something's happened, my sound was just terrible. So I've upped the bar on the OBS, and this morning, the other day I did something, I was testing out something, and I actually had an echo through the computer. It's not supposed to do that. So I've actually got the laptop on mute and up the bar on the Logitech, and I was wondering if you could all be able to hear me this morning. Mine keeps crashing. Oh, I wonder what's going on, girl. Oh, that's a shame. If you can't chat, well, you're in. Oh, Chat when you can, girl. Stay with us. Anyway, so yeah, I got this book, and it's, like I said, it's not everyone's cup of tea. And it says included 4 transparent adhesive pages, cut and create 160 plus images, right? 32 pages. A little bit more than that. But I mean, this is why I ended up with 3 books. 3. Another one on the way. Because this is beautiful. And then you got this to cut up on the inside. You've got a couple of tags and whatever. And it's double-sided. This is an adhesive page. There's 4 of them. Right. So you got this side. And then you got this side. That's all right. But, oh, look at that. That's insane. And there's other beautiful pages too. And there's some beautiful big fat black cats and stuff in here. You got this on this side. And then you got this on this side. How in the world am I ever going to cut that up? So I got, this is my hoarding book. So no scissors will ever get near this book. I got my second book that I can chop up. And I got a third book coming. So I can use, you know, both sides. So, yeah. But nice and grungy. But, oh my God, the skulls and the creepies. And, like, if Louise was here, she'd absolutely love it. She did comment on the flip through actually, but yeah, it's beautiful. I'm trying to find the cat. Look at that. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I know, but oh, it's certainly mine. Here he is. There's one there. Absolutely gorgeous. He's really cool. And yes, I've already done a flip through, but I just love this book so much. Where's the other cat? Look at that. Like, heaps of tags, and then you got, you know, these nice pictures on one side. So I'm going to be able to cut them up. There's a big fat black cat down there. What are these? Beautiful. Absolutely awesome. Spooky castle. I just can't help myself. This is just awesome book. No, it's not in this. The cat's in something else that I found. Anyway, and then that folds out. So, yeah, and more big fat black cats. And I love black cats. I love cats, but I love black cats. So, yeah. So, I've got another one coming. But anyway, yeah, that fantastic book. Where did this come from? I got it from, it's called 10 Cats. Believe it or not. My keeps crashing. It's a little louder than last week, but my TV sound is up halfway still. Nice book. It's beautiful. Are you going to do a junk journal with it? I have so much creepy stuff and like skull. Yeah, I've got 2 spooky journals I want to do. I have so much stuff. I can't get away from the yeah, 10 Cats, and they're in Western Australia, and it's called Dark Academia, Junk Journal and Ephemera Book. And they've got a fall one as well, autumn fall or something. I'm not going to look at it. So they've got other stuff as well. It was $24.95 at 10 Cats. And at 10 Cats, it's $90 and over is free delivery. But they're in WA. And I've ordered a few other things. Yeah. Yeah. I've ordered some grit paste. I've ordered some embossing glaze. That's a bit different to embossing powder. So you get these things and it's like 6 months down the track, it's like, why did I get that? What did I get that for? How do you use it? But I think that the embossing glaze works with heat, but it's transparent or something as well and gives a shimmer on. So much stuff. But yes, I have a couple of journals I want to make. And I have to admit, for those that like creepy stuff and all that, Crafty with Tony just did her 30-day Halloween, so a video every day. And oh my God, she did an absolutely amazing job. And the front of it is like actually like she did real shelving and real like it's 3D. So to open, and yeah, they're sitting on shelves, and she's got a window, and she's got little potion bottles with stuff in them and little bones, and oh my God, she did an absolutely fantastic job on it, I have to say. Yeah. So it's 10, as in 10 cats. And really nice too. I think it's Janine. Yeah, Janine, because I did my order and ordered a third one of these and some embossing glaze and that. And it's like, oh, hell, I wanted the little glass vials because my local shop doesn't do them anymore because people keep popping them on the shelves and that. So she's not doing them anymore. So I ended up finding some Tim Holtz ones because they're expensive. And she had a pretty good price on them. And I forgot to put it on the order. And it's like, oh, hell. And they're real quick. Like, the next morning, their order's out, gone. It's on its way. And I messaged, emailed and stuff the next morning. Anyway, I got hold of her and she responded. She goes, I'm so sorry. She said, your order's already on the way. And I thought, yeah, I know. First thing the next morning. And this was like 2 o'clock in the morning or so, or even later, that I realised, oh, bloody hell, I thought I put the bottles on and I didn't. The little vials. And she said, look, if your order was still here, I'll definitely add them on for you. They've already gone. So, anyway, as it turns out, I did find them. I might be getting mixed up. See, I do different stuff and orders and everything. Anyway, yeah, it was Janine, because I remember the email. She would have had it on. But I did find them. Said, do you want me to put one aside for you? I said, no, because someone else might want them, you know, and they'll be out of stock, and I don't know when I'll order again. And I actually did find them for a pretty good price. Sorry, Janine, they're actually cheaper. And for just about $7 more, I got 2 packs delivered. So I actually got them there in the end. So I've got them coming anyway. So it is going to take me months. I haven't even started them yet, but it's going to take me a long time to get my journals done. I can't remember where it was. Oh, it was on Amazon, actually. I found some tissue paper. I think there's like 30 sheets or something. It's got skulls all over it, and it's awesome. Then I found some 12 by 12 paper, and I ordered 3 packs of that because that was $12.99 with different, you know, patterns and stuff. And at $12.99, bargain. So I ordered 3 of them. They turned up a few weeks ago now, and they are awesome. I am so glad that I got, because when they're double-sided, like this book, and it's like, I have such a hard time deciding anyway, so to pick which side to cut up and not cut up, and, you know, and glue it down so you can't even see it, and it's like, oh God, it's really, really hard. I have a hard time of it, and I'm not the only one. But yeah, the 12 by 12s I got on Amazon, I got awesome, awesome. So I'm glad I got them. So now I can, you know, cut like 3 packs of it, and there's 2 or 3 of each sheet. So I don't have a problem with getting one and cutting it up now. Yeah, looked at this last night. Actually decided days ago that I'll do this book. It's a gorgeous little book. But if that's not a snowman, if it's a snow lady, I don't know why she's standing over near the pot belly, or that pot belly better not be going, because she's not going to last long. So I have got 70% French grey, so I can get into these corners and make them dark. I mean, they're not exactly, like your housework kind of crew, I guess. I suppose they might do housework, but, it's not. I've allowed for a bit of gunge and grunge to get involved there. Spick and span clean walls and all the rest of it. No, we don't want that. I might even have a delivery hopefully come today. I'm really paid off because I ordered polyurethane resin from Amazon and they shipped it off and they're taking the money out of my account. And it didn't arrive on Friday like it was supposed to. And it got late and it's like, well, it's not going to come now. What the hell's going on? Update your bloody thing. And next minute, oh, sorry, it's been delayed. Expect it by the 21st. We won't charge you until then. And it's like, you have already charged my account for that polyurethane. So if they charge me again, I'm going to be really paid off. Because I'll have to contact them and go, you've already charged me. You charged me on the 11th. So you can refund me. Oh, and they say, ring your bank. Nothing to do with the bank. You're the ones that charged me. You're the ones that took the money out. Refund it. I will give you a gift card. I don't want a freaking gift card. We'll see what happens. Fingers crossed the polyurethane turns up. Fingers crossed. So they tell me they've shipped it, and then when I kept refreshing the other day, expecting it on Friday, it'd go back to not shipped yet. And it's like, you've shipped it out. So I refresh, and it's like, it's out. Like, well, it's out for delivery. What's going on? And then refresh it, and then the bar would go back again, not shipped. What the hell's going on? It's getting really, yeah. So all day I was waiting for this delivery, and in the end I knew it wasn't going to come. Excuse me, guys. Oh, God, it was funny. There's a couple of times there, like between songs. And, like when you're a band, you sing or whatever, you between songs, you quickly go and have a drink or do whatever. And you could hear Brian Johnson on his microphone still. And I'm pretty sure he said something like, look how much is freaking left, or something like that. Everyone started laughing. It was so funny. I don't know whether it was supposed to. Oh my God, these dogs! You have to live with this shit. You wonder why I go off about them. Gotta live with that. I'm not sure the paper goes right to the spine, but the backing. But there's just some sort of a line along here. And I'm not carried away with talking and stuff, and I'm doing backgrounds, which is so exciting. did write my numbers down, so I can go on to something else. Oh, shut the F up. It's looking a bit grungy, a bit dirty in the corners, a bit shadowy, all that sort of stuff. I'll do this little bit under here because it is wall by the looks of it. There we go. I won't torture you anymore. Put that into the side. Oh, now I'll colour some wood. Something else exciting. Alright. Let me see. Maybe, I don't know, some green. Let's pick out anything. Pale Sage 1089, Grey Green Light 289, Moss Green 1097, and Green Ochre 1091. I might do, just sticky, it doesn't really matter, but sticky which would be better. I might do him green. Oh, her. Looks like a little old her. It's nice paper to it's smooth, but when you colour on it, you can feel the tooth. It's nice paper. I like the way the prismas are taking to it, and the way that the prismas feel on it. So that was Grey Green Light. Now I've got some Pale Sage. So I hope everyone's getting organised for Christmas. Me, I'm organised. I don't have to do a damn thing. Brilliant. A little bit of moss green 1097. Oh God, when I did the flip through, of this. And it's like, what's wrong with the sound? I was horrified. And it's like, oh my God, it's terrible. What's going on? I never knew it was like that. Because, I mean, I haven't really uploaded. I've been doing live streams. And as far as I know, you can all pretty much hear me. So when I did that, and I love the book that much, I watched it back. Oh boy. I was like, oh no. But because stupid Logitech has changed the way their settings and everything is, to be able to just open up the settings, take a photo, a screenshot, whatever, upload, and away you go, and or record and do my book flip throughs and that's all changed. That's no longer, so I've had to find another way. And I've been using my iPad, which gives a pretty clear picture for doing like my thumbnails. And then last night I thought I'll try the OBS screenshot. And then I'd zoom in and it was all blurry and it wasn't. It's like, why won't you come out? Like, it's a high definition camera and it's set and everything. And it's like, why won't you come out nice and clear? And I did it about 3-4 times. I thought, I give up. I don't know. I don't know. It's not the moss green, it's the green ochre. It's a bit of a yellowy colour to it. No, not at all. Glad you're still with us, darling. Does it stop crashing? I like wearing that black line a little bit. Oh, shut up. Alright, that's the greens for the old girl's hat. So now that I've put green, But I haven't used my Christmas for a while. I haven't used much of anything for a while. You know, you kind of know your pencils off by heart and everything, and then starts to get a bit, gotta get to know them all again. Let's see. Bit of jade green 1021, marine green 988, Kelly green 1096, and celadon green. I have no idea what the number is, but it's celadon green. I don't speak clearly at the best of times. So. I like the celadon green. Is it that one? No, jade green, this one. See, like I said, you have to get to know them all again. I didn't pick a light colour. Maybe I'll take out the pale sage again. Now this one's the celadon green. That's a nice. It's a nice green over the top of pale sage. It's quite pretty. Little bit of Cali green. Yes, I like how the dress turned out with the dancing ghosts. Looks quite cool. I didn't stick to the picture quite as much with the lace and everything, but the flowers and the impression that there's flowers and everything there still came through, and it looks good, and it looks transparent. Seems to be okay now. Oh, awesome. Glad that's sorted out for you. Now she's got her sleeve up here. Cuff. Oh, we were coming back on the train and we got on and absolutely packed, and it's like, oh, like this just, yeah, I don't live in the city, it's just berserk. Anyway, and this like you know, the trams are pretty bumpy, so you hold on for dear life onto the rails or whatever else you can. And my girlfriend behind me, and I said to her, I don't mind you bumping into me, but if it was some strange man. Oh shit, what did I say? Oh my god, I've lost it now. What did I actually say? I don't mind you bumping into me, but if it was some strange man. I don't think I said I'd, punch him in the head or I don't remember what I said. And I said, although we're not that way inclined, or we're not that way, I don't mind you bumping into me, but if it was some strange man, I'd clog him one. No, I didn't say that. It was something like that. I said, but we're not that way inclined. And then I turned and it was this lady. Wasn't my girlfriend at all. uh, she laughed, she smiled, it was funny. And my girlfriend was like two people behind me. Oh no. Have a blooper moment. It was funny at the time. I can't remember what I actually said. I'm going to try and think of it now. I don't know. I don't mind you bumping into me, but if it was some strange bloke. I don't know what I said I'd do, I can't remember, but yeah. It was quite funny. Hello, Cassie. Thank you for being here, sweetheart. Heather, my middle daughter just called. She bought a house. So excited for her. Oh, awesome. I hope it's close to you. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations. And I hope if it's her first house, get the first homeowner's grant and whatever else you can out of them. Good on her. Oh, so exciting. Bit of shadow going on in there. I'm trying to put like lots of variations of colours, like the greens. There's like in the walls there's 1, 2, 3, 4, there's 5 pencils, and for her there's 5 different greens, and I want lots of different shading, different colours. I'll make her pants dark. Still got to have a bit of colour in there, a bit of light in there. What else? I don't want to pick the same colours again. Yeah, 13 minutes. Oh, good. Nice and close. Jeeps, it's all happening. Love at that one by your house, one getting engaged. Look out. I'll keep you busy. Oh, Lisa, she's still having issues? I love this book. It is a beautiful book, Cassie. It's really, really nice. And I haven't coloured in it till today. So, I've still got the Baker's Done there to do as well. And that's not a big book. I think it was last year I wanted to get it finished, or this year I was going to get it finished, and the ink house as well. Well, yeah, give up on that. Junk journaling got in the way, so I'll have to wait. I get that much, it's not funny. The word board has not come into my vocabulary for quite a few years. Yeah, that's part of a shoe down there. What's brown? Sandbar brown for the soles. Maybe even a bit dark. I'll add a bit of 90%. I don't know if it's warm grey, cool grey, 1058. I don't think anyone cares what I use. Anyway. There we go, and just lightly with the sandbar brown. I still want to add a bit of parsage for the light area. I want the green to the bit of her shoe here. To differentiate between her shoe and the wood that's in the basket there. I like colouring wood, just the grains and everything, but it's also so easy. Maybe I'll do the rims of her glasses and that are green as well. Oh, hang on. There's a bit of glass sticking out here. I think it's her glass. Looks like the arm of her glasses, but now her other foot isn't hiding somewhere. It's behind the wood, so I think I've got all that. It always happens, you colour it in, and there's this. That's why I did that bit of wall in there, because like, you look later, it's like, I missed that bit. What colours did I use? I like detailed pages. I am not good at colouring large spaces with nothing in. No, it gets a bit boring. I love pages like this too. And I love this book. It's a good size. It's got nice detail in it. It's a great picture. It's ideal. And the sun comes out and now it goes really bright. I don't think that'll make any difference. I like detailed books too, but when I stream it takes me a million years to get anything done. Alright, I've coloured a bit of the wall. I've coloured some of her. How about, I was thinking, I might do the pot lady. That's some blue. Oh, I miss that sound. Some greys. Yeah, I thought they might go alright together. The periwinkle and the slate grey. Need a darker grey too, I think. Don't know if I'll use them all, but I've got quite a few. Yeah, I do need a darker grey. That'll do. So I have it's 90%. This rubbing off. Sorry, guys. I think it's 90% cool grey. Definitely cool grey. Yeah, 90%. 1067. So it's almost a black. It's a dark. I'm so worried about you, girl. Get away from there, you'll melt. Let's not forget the legs. But that's going to be fun. It's all pretty dark down there. So this is cool grey, 50% cool grey, 1063. The darker area. then I'll try a bit of 20% cool grey 1060 because the legs are together here. I don't want it to look like one big black blob. And a little bit of 30% cool grey 1061. And a bit of periwinkle. So at least you can see the difference between the legs. And the other leg, 50% warm grey. And a little bit of the 90% cool grey. Oops. And for the rim around the base, 50% cool grey. I might actually get the black. And although that cool grey, the 90% is black, is really dark, there's nothing as black as the black charisma. And then when I do the wood, you'll be able to see the difference. Cold coffee. So nice to get my hair done Wednesday. Oh, that was so good. Get my fringe cut. It was driving me up the wall. I was ready to hack it off myself. Wouldn't be the first time. And you get a nice grey with the 90% cool grey and 50% cool grey. Combine the two. I need the black. It's easier for me. Sorry, guys. Maybe that is a bit too blue. I'll try the slate grey. I need the black again. %, cool grey, which is another that goes really nice with the black. You blend the two of them together. I love cats. I love black cats. They're my favourite colour. If you want to call black a colour, which technically it isn't, but a real smoky grey, different, like, yeah, beautiful, beautiful greys. I love dark, stormy looking black skies that look awesome, especially after a hot summer's day. And then you got the gum trees all green against the black sky. That looks awesome. It's going a bit dark out there. It's supposed to be 23, but I think they said it maybe a few showers. What's happening, guys? You're quiet. My streams are boring now, I know. Oh well. Shit happens. Well, I had stories today. I went to ACDC. That was a story. True one too. I got the photos to prove it. Which one do I want? Light from what I want it. See, I was watching something the other night on YouTube. Oh, I know what it was. It was a girl that does. She's got some spooky journals, Halloween journals, whatever they are. And she's into that sort of stuff. And I thought, I'll just have a look. And I saw some pictures and I was like, oh my god, I knew not to look. Where did you get those pictures from? Oh, she was good enough to leave links. So I had to go to Etsy and have a look, and it's like, oh, I knew I'd get myself into trouble. Oh, these pictures, they're gorgeous. Oh my god, I knew not to look. So I ended up getting not just the one lot of digital downloads. I found another lot of digital downloads. Then I found another lot of digital downloads. And then I found one more. One was not planned. I've got ideas, but anyway, and it was cheap as well. It was 100 and, of course, AI. You can't get away from damn AI. It was 100 and no, it wasn't 100. It was 300. 308 pictures. It's like, really, I'm gonna be up all night, and because I have to. Thank God they're named properly, and I was like, I'm not renaming 308 bloody pictures. So they're all numbered and named properly, so that was fantastic. Yeah, 308 pictures, and it was the cheapest. Go figure. But the pictures are bloody awesome. There's all sorts of goodies in there. So I end up grabbing 4 digital downloads off Etsy. And a lot of them got sales on at the moment as well, which is great. Oh, that's what I got stuck with, yes. I went to look in to the pictures that she had in her journal. And I come across Ghost Ship and Pirates. And the pictures are awesome. They're like skeleton pirates that you find off, Pirates of the Caribbean and that sort of stuff. And ghost ships like galleons and it's like, oh my god, look at that. And I wanted to do a journal on pirates and ships and all that. Anyway, perfect. And I love the pirates and ships and galleons and, Pirates of the Caribbean kind of stuff with, the skeleton pirates and, pretty guaranteed most of you have seen Pirates of the Caribbean. So that's right up my alley. Absolutely. Anyway, the pictures were along those lines. So could not resist. Had to get them. Yeah, so I ended up with 4 digital downloads. But yeah, if you like Pirates of the Caribbean, that's exactly what those pictures are like. It's like, oh my god. And then I found the Ghost Ships, which was another digital download, same sort of theme, same thing. Brilliant. I did not good at nothing in them. I'm back. I just had to update my iPad. You've got a lot done. Are you trying to be funny, Lisa? Really? Considering I showed you through the Dark Academia book, which is just awesome, and it's an Italian book. It's made in Italy, and my other the dancing ghosts. I went and got that, showed you, and yibber yabbering. So if I think if I can just get active with my hands and just jibber jabber like I did because I had ACDC and different things and chit chat, I tend to not. Yeah, I just go with the flow and maybe get a bit more done. So I hope your iPad's all updated and behaving now. Yay, Lisa, welcome back. Yeah, Lisa, you're good, and thanks, Billy. Sorry, I need to go. Bedtime for me here. Paige is looking great. Thanks for the stream. You're welcome, sweetheart. I hope to see you again. Have a good night's sleep. Have a good week. Cool. Yeah, love pirates. Yeah. Oh, they're awesome pictures. So I've got so much stuff like this. So much. And they've got the pirates and the ships and everything to do as well. And I'm also currently doing a scrapbook journal at the moment, which is just all. It's boring for some, but it's not. It's a lot of bloody fun, actually. Oh, there's my wristband. Ta-da! And this is what they let come out of the machine that went all over the place. Like, yeah, and it's just all these. So I grabbed them. I wanted to grab more. Should have tried to grab more. So yeah, it's all these. That's what come flying out of the machine. All the paper everywhere. Sure, they have fun cleaning that up. And this is what I'm sort of doing at the moment. It just uses up. It just uses up all your scraps. So it's a scrapbook journal. So you just put your scraps down, all your scraps. And then after that, you can use texture paste and you can doodle in between and you can add something else on top and just keep going. But it just uses up the scraps that you don't want to use and, like, yeah. So that's a scrapbook journal, I know. And then put a cover and a closure and a few other things on it. And the one that Treasure Books did, Natasha, looks awesome when it's done. Texture paste and bits of scrap material and all sorts of stuff, and it come up really, really cool. So I'm just using up scraps at the moment that I won't use for anything else. So that's all good. I just want to pull that wire out, otherwise we lose the webcam. That wouldn't be good. So that's what I'm doing that at the moment. Yeah, I have so much to do. It's ridiculous, and I just got myself preoccupied. I got sick of my notes, so I wrote them out again and made up a folder. Got an exercise book. I know this is stupid showing you and probably boring, but it gives people ideas and stuff that, I know what I can do with blah, blah, blah. It gives people ideas. Anyway, so these are my 3 USBs, which are starting to get full of digital downloads and stuff. So what I did was I had notes in 3 different places, and I can't stand that. I'm going to have it in the one spot. So, and I don't like big stuff. So this is A5, which I love A5. So what I did was I got an exercise book, and I went to my big chunky monkey guillotine that will take your fingers off, which is fantastic. and it just cuts straight through and take the spine off. And then I've got my big bite. We Are Memories Keepers Big Bite, which is Chunky Monkey hole punch, which goes through several pieces of paper as well. So I had this done in 5 minutes. So sitting there, you know, it would take you forever. Yeah, I had that done in 5 minutes, hole punch, put that in, and then put all my digital downloads in there. I've got each one that I've, you know, each supplier or whatever, and how many folders, and sort of listing what's in the folder, because I've got that heaps of folders now with stuff. So, trying to find something, going through all these bloody PC folders, trying to find. So I know that picture. Which one is it? Where is it? Who has it? It's just ridiculous. Anyway, so all my junk journal notes are in here now. In there. So, but an exercise book, hole punch, put it in an A5 folder, and it's good. You can move your pages around, because I hate pages in a book and you can't, like spirals and all that, and you can't move it around, and I want to move that and you can't. You have to rip it out, rewrite it and all that. No. So I've got my old A5 out and away it went. So, but it gives people like this, like, oh, I know what I could do with my notes now. I'll do what I had. I did. I'll get an exercise book, which are cheap as chips. That's one thing. Cheap as chips. And then just, yep, get whatever exercise book, chop it up, put it in an A5 folder, hole punch it, whatever. And you can move them around, get dividers for them, make dividers for them, cost you nothing if you got a bit of cardstock or some heavier duty paper or whatever. And I had the old plastic. I had the old plastic dividers out of other notebooks, and I keep them, and just got them and hole punched them and put them in here. All I had to do was chop off a bit of the top for the bottom one, bit down the bottom for the top one, because that was was it A4? Or was it? Might have been A4. I can't remember. Anyway, just hole punched them, got the old dividers, so did that. It's all good. See, don't throw that away. Don't throw that away. I could use that. And then one day, I know why I kept that. And then a few times get stuck, get rid of it. And so I knew I should have kept that. Yeah. It's, you know, a fine line between keeping stuff because you know you're going to use it one day or come in handy or you've got ideas for it, and actually hoarding. Oh, and then, yeah, of course, you know, I'm doing my scrapbook journal and stuff, and 5 seconds later I've got this idea, and here I am rearranging my trolley because I wanted another oxide, distress oxide, and a couple of other things, and it's like, well, I'm running out of room out of my drawers, so I got all my scissors out of my round holder, and I've got my scissors in my bottom drawer, and my rulers are all together apart from 2 that are too big, and the top drawer's got a few odds and essentials in it, and I got my distress inks and took them out, put them on the trolley, and I got my oxide sprays and everything and got them out of my colouring super tool cabinet over here and put them on the trolley, and I made a little bit of room in my super tool cabinet. Was that a good idea? Maybe not. So I've got my texture paste, crackle. I've got texture paste, crackle paste as well, which I haven't tried yet because that's going in the scrapbook journal. And then I've got other stuff as well, and put that on my trolley because I use my distress inks all the time. and swap that all around. And hours later, so now, where was I? Oh, that's right, I was gluing pages in my scrapbook. So I'm doing one thing 1 minute, and 5 minutes later, I'm on a completely different. And it's just like that all the time. Just, I don't know. Maybe I have got bipolar or something. I have no idea. But ideas just, when you're an artist, ideas come flowing all the time. You're doing what? It's not just me. You watch Treasure Books, watch Natasha, and she's doing a junk journal, making stuff, and all of a sudden she's got other ideas on her head, and something else come, So that's why I showed you my folder. It might be boring, but all of a sudden you get this idea and go, oh, I know what I can do with that folder I've been hoarding for years, or I know what I can do with that scrap paper, or I know what I can do with those old dividers that I've got, or, gives you ideas. That's where inspiration comes from. Or you can just downright copy and do the same thing, which is all good as well. It doesn't matter. If it inspires and your creative juices get flowing and all that sort of thing, and it's a help and it helps, then it's all good. And if you don't like it, sorry I bored you to tears. As others would say on other channels, if you don't like it, you can skip through. I'd like to get that line down there. Oh, no, no, no. Well, I know what's going to happen there. It's like doing a tree trunk. It goes from this fat to this fat. Just leave it. Blend that black out a bit. Bring it over. Get colours mingling. I don't know, it could be show and tell. Might not be either. Let's have a look. There's nothing there. I hate that. Goes off and then you look and there's nothing there, and it's like, I don't know. There's an old game that I had, but I turned the, oh, yeah, I wonder what it is. I've got a parcel coming today. There might be a couple actually this week, hopefully. 21st is Friday. My polyurethane turns up, I'll be damn happy. Yay, I've got a parcel coming today. Wonder what it is. I've got a couple of things due. Shut up. Shut up. I admit the Prisma Black is a really damn good black. It really does. Surpass the 90% cool greys and really dark grey, almost black, but yeah, the black is black. Back in black. ADHD. Well, it could be. I don't know. I have trouble focusing. You do a good job completing tasks and artwork. Oh yeah, I'm pretty ADHD for short. Yeah, thanks, B. Nah, I've just gotta. I love Treasure Book. She's so talented and engaging. Yeah, and she lives in Melbourne. Yeah, no, she does fantastic journals and stuff. Yeah, I knew I had a bit there. No, I can focus and stay on the one thing and all that sort of stuff. If I'm on a task, if I'm on a mission, I will do it. Um, and being female, you know, we're renowned for multitasking, so that's all good. Yeah, could be bipolar, ADHD, or just that have a very active, creative, determined, stubborn. I could put a few more in there probably too. I was a bitch on Sunday night. It's called, yeah, it's called hyperfocus. I heard her, and I think she lightly tapped on my shoulder and said, "Excuse me." Just ignored it. Here we go. I just ignored her because I was getting sick of it. And can I just get through? And I ignored her, and then I lose my shit in a minute. And just kept bopping away another song. So I just started singing it and getting into it. And she gave up, and it's like, good. Well, she'll start again in a moment. And it's like, there's no gap here, so I don't know why you're coming here. And eventually, she said, "Excuse me, can I just get through there?" And I go, "Find another way." She says, "My husband's just there." I said, "I don't care. Find another way." And it's like, I was turning to my girlfriend and eventually I said, "Is there a damn footpath through here or something? Like, there's no gaps or anything." And yet but what they do is can I just get through? My hubby's up there or what? And they get through and then they plant their butt in front of you and don't move. We're not falling for that. Anyways, I said, "No, find another way." And I don't know, she said something, I said something else. She goes, "Don't be so rude." And there was other people coming out away from the stage. I go, "There you go through there." Another guy come along later, and he just sort of nearly barged his way to the right of me, and got his way through, and he just planted it there. And he was a solid, not fat, muscly, solid sort of dude, and reasonably broad shouldered. Not you know tall, like he wasn't blocking the view so much. It's just he just got through and planted his butt there, and he wasn't moving. And this lady in front of me, um, just sort of looked at me, and I went at the back of his head, and it's like, I'll punch him in the freaking head. And he's just bopping away, and then he's leaning back into her and everything, and I'm going, "What an asshole!" Sorry, guys, I don't usually swear on stream, but I said, "What an asshole!" And she was like Middle Eastern of some sort, very nice looking, lady. She had her nails done long and she was a lady, and he's leaning back into her, and she had her hubby there, and that he didn't do jack shit. And he stunk. And it's like, oh my god, he stinks. Anyway, and it's like, oh, for God's sake. And then luckily, eventually, he moved on. But that's what they do. So I just got to get through. My friends are up there. I've just been in the toilet, whatever. And they get through, and they're full of shit. And then you let them through, and it's like, and one, I don't know, it was the one that wanted to get to a hubby or whatever. Might have been someone else. I said, yeah, we all want to be up the front. Like, hello, you can only have so many people up the front unless you want to stand on top of each other, pretty much. So, unbelievable. Anyway, so yeah, I was a bit of a bitch. It's like, find another way. My husband's just there. I don't care. Find another way. I'm heading out. I'll see you next time. No worries, darling. I'm just about to finish too. It's 2 hours. I'll get on with other stuff and a delivery and have some breakfast. I'm actually hungry. But I was getting into this. And these other ladies, and are actually Aboriginal, and there was a few of them there, and they had their plastic drink carriers and stuff on the ground. They were hooking in a bit, and eventually, I don't know, she said, come through, and it's like, what? It's like, you're letting us, anyway, so, yeah, she let us sort of go to the front side in front of her sort of thing, and it's like, thank you very much for that. Anyway, because I think the guy that was with him, he was a bit taller, but he had broad shoulders. So I can't see shit with you there, mate. Anyway, I think she might have known that, I don't know. So she let us through, and we're chatting away for a minute or whatever, and I said, where are you from? She goes, Bairnsdale. I said, I knew it. Anyway, we're chatting away. She goes, oh, hood. And I go, yeah, like the hoods are renowned in Bairnsdale. There's a heap of them. And anyway, so it's like, oh my God. Anyway, I was saying to a couple other people, I said, oh, Keithy, I know Keithy and whatever. And she goes, you're supposed to be here tonight, and blah, 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 and a couple other things. And yeah, chatting away. And I said, yeah, I live in Bairnsdale, Paynesville, Lindenow, pick veggies, Cremon Hall, bingo. And oh, yeah. So that was really good. So I was chatting to them for a while and whatever. And eventually I'm looking around, I'm going, where have they gone? And then when we were leaving, Audrey said to me, what happened to them? I don't know. I was looking for them. They just disappeared. I don't know what happened. That's funny how, I don't know, you don't realise it, but how the crowd shifts and moves around and, like it's just funny. Anyway, we lost them. So I couldn't thank them again at the end of the night for letting me through, or we just lost them. Don't know where they ended up. But that was funny talking to them. I thought, I reckon you're from Bairnsdale. Where are you from? Bairnsdale. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, guys. Love you on leave here. Till next week. Rock on. Yeah, thank you very much for being here, Lisa. I don't think I said that before. Good progress. She's so funny. Yeah, people are stupid and don't think about anyone but themselves. Yeah, well, sounds like you had a ball. Oh, yeah. And if it's Motley Crue, the adrenaline's even worse. Yeah. But yeah, it's like people coming through and squeezing through all the time. It's like, well, we all want to be at the front. There's no gap here. Like, why do you all want to, come through here? Like, find somewhere else. Give a bit of shit eventually. That's why I end up cracking it with her. And it's like, no, find somewhere else. My husband's just there. I don't care. Find somewhere else. And a couple of people trying to get through, and I've just gone stock still and jammed up. And it's like, I'm not moving. And they realised they weren't getting through. Yeah, gonna find somewhere else. I'm not moving. I stood my ground. Thank you, see you, Heather. Have a great week and thanks for streaming. You have a great week too, B. Everyone have a great week. Thank you for being here today. Hope you were somewhat entertained with some awesome photos of AC/DC concert and a few little stories here and there and whatever, all true. And take care of yourselves. Rock on, guys. See you next week. Thank you. Bye.